I'm Marie from This Child Can, and I'm going to show you how to make a long journey with children feel less like an endurance test and more like the start of the holiday. Children often find journeys difficult because they have very little sense of progress. Adults can understand what another 40 minutes means. For a young child, it may simply feel endless. So before you leave, try making a simple picture map of the journey together. It doesn't need to show every road you'll take. Just include the main stages of the day, your lunch stop, somewhere to stretch your legs, a city you'll pass, or the ferry port. And if there are recognisable landmarks, add those too, a long bridge, a wind farm, or the place with the enormous cow sign. Then, as you travel, children can spot each stage and cross it off. It can be tempting to reveal every snack, toy and activity as soon as the car leaves the driveway. But then, an hour later, everything has already been seen, eaten, opened, or dropped somewhere underneath the seat. Instead, spread them out across the journey. Put small surprises into bags or envelopes and save them for different stages, such as, this one opens when we stop for lunch, or this one is for when we're all really fed up. They don't need to contain anything expensive. A favourite snack, a little puzzle, or a familiar toy can work brilliantly. Start with the simpler things and save the more exciting ones for later, so children always have something to look forward to. Choose something to count over the next 5 or 10 minutes, such as bridges, red cars, lorries, cows, or road signs. Before you begin, everyone has to guess how many they think they'll see. Then start counting. At the end, whoever guessed closest could win their favourite sweet, choose the next song, or decide which game to play next. Because the challenge has a clear finish, children get the satisfaction of finding out who was right before anybody loses interest. The world outside the window can provide almost everything you need for a story. That unusual little house by itself in a field? Who lives there? That mysterious shape underneath the tarpaulin? Clearly something deeply suspicious is going on there. Take turns adding one sentence each, and make the story as silly as possible. Or try fortunately, unfortunately. One person adds something good. Fortunately, we found a secret passage inside the castle. The next person adds a problem. Unfortunately, it was guarded by a fire-breathing dragon. Then keep alternating between good news and bad news until the story becomes completely ridiculous. The holiday doesn't have to begin when you arrive. The journey can become the first entry in a holiday journal. Ask children to record the trip through photographs, video, sketches, or a few written notes, provided reading or writing in the car doesn't make them travel sick. They could also record the things you may laugh about later, such as a wrong turning or the hunt for something buried at the bottom of the luggage. Keep adding to the journal throughout the holiday, then put it all together when you get home for a lovely lasting memory. If the journey is very long, break it into two with a proper mini destination in the middle. Instead of automatically stopping at the nearest service station, look beforehand for something close to the route. It might be a playground, a riverside picnic spot, or a tourist attraction. You could even keep the stop secret and reveal clues as you approach. Even half an hour somewhere pleasant can make the whole day feel different. The stop then becomes something to reach rather than simply the point where everyone gets out, visits the toilet and climbs straight back in again. There is something rather special about a story that belongs only to travelling. Choose an audiobook that you listen to only on long journeys. Because it isn't available all the time at home, it becomes part of the holiday ritual and gives children something they genuinely look forward to. Choose one with short chapters or natural stopping points. A well-timed cliffhanger gives everyone something to look forward to when the journey continues. It also creates some much-needed quiet time, which can be just as welcome for the stressed parents as it is for the children. Sometimes children don't just need another activity. They need something about the journey to change. Switch seats, bring an adult closer, or change the music. Even a small change can make the journey feel different again. And when you stop, make it a proper physical reset. Let children run, stretch, kick a ball, or shake out stiff legs before getting back in. A proper reset can make everyone more comfortable and less irritable for the next stage of the journey. We all know the usual long journey essentials: snacks, drinks, comfort breaks, screens, and something to keep children occupied. And sometimes those are exactly what everyone needs. But the ideas in this video go a little further. They keep things fresh, helping children to see progress, build anticipation, and become part of the journey rather than simply waiting for it to be over. Thanks for watching. If this helped, please like the video, share it with someone heading off on a long journey, and subscribe to This Child Can for more clear, practical ways to support children and families. And I'd love to know in the comments, if you try any of these ideas on your next journey, come back and tell us how you got on. And what's your own best survival trick for travelling with children?